Recently, I came across a framework it's really a framework for change, but utilizing it for changing my mindset, I realized that it actually employed some of it in an actual mindset change. And it's a very simple framework, and it starts with intention. You really have to know the why. How deep is your reason for wanting to change? I had a really deep reason to change my mindset. I was really in a dark place. And being in that dark place, I just found myself not being able to get out of that mindset. I was going down a bad road. So I had a huge intention to change because I wasn't comfortable being like that. The next thing becomes frequency. You have to look at that particular action. How often does it happen? Is it happening once a month? Does it happen every time Aunt Susie comes over? Is it things like that that stir these mindset changes? Or is it every day, all day long? Frequency really does matter in knowing how you're going to move forward and get out of it. And sometimes that's the thing that shocks us into place, or it locks us into that place where we can't get out of it. And the last one is action. You really do have to come up with an action plan. You have to have tangible actions that change and shift your mindset. But it might even shift and change your location to be able to move from that mindset. So if you really keep in mind intention first, why do you want to get out of it? Then that's always a valid question, is do you? Because not everybody wants to get out of those mindsets. The next one is frequency. How often is this happening to you? Because if it is when Uncle George comes over, maybe you can look at not inviting Uncle George over, but you can look at that situation and understand why it's that situation. Or is it in your mind every day and really needs to have a change? And then come up with an action plan. And that action plan can be as simple as, when I have that thought, I'm going to think different thoughts. And that's at the beginning to having your intention tied right to your response, your action. And that's just a great way. It's a simple little framework that you can utilize to really create mindset change in yourself. It was Seneca that said that we suffer not in our own physical problems, but in our own imagination. And when you realize that, it's really within your power, it's within our power to free ourselves first from that bondage. And then from there, you can move on to action and a better, more positive mindset.